Oh boy, the ambiance is really set, isn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna do my best with this Jimmy rigged light here. I've learned that the big light on the ceiling fan just a bit much. I promised the people that I do live reacts, or not live reacts, a review of the movie. And check this out, the movie that I just watched. I teased it in a few short YouTube short clips. Official YouTube short clip. What's up, yo, Ali? How you doing? Good to see ya. This is right now kind of a yo, Justo, Mr. President. It's been a while since I visited you on your side of the pond, Queen, my sweetheart, my darling, my guardian angel. Hi, everybody. Okay, let me just do what I do here. I did rent a movie for 20 bucks, which is like a big no-no. All right. This day and age, motion pictures are striving to survive for good reason. Did you know Barbie has beaten Oppenheimer for the number one movie in America? And at number three, it's fairly placed after how long has Sound of Freedom been in the box office? I'm very proud, and I got to explain to my family. Sound of Freedom has just ripped to shreds the Hollywood box office, the reviewers and the expectations, and it held the number one spot for a long time. So I'm very proud of that. Now it's currently at number three. It goes Barbie, uh, a movie about a plastic doll that lives in imaginary land that decides to have human emotions over Oppenheimer, a true story about the invention of the atom bomb and all of the moral conflicts that are birthed from such a thing, shows you where our priorities are at, really. Not a shocker to me. Disappointing nonetheless. And then third, in its third week though, I'm proud to say, is Sound of Freedom. Still, it's been there still. Oh, hey, shit. Graffiti removal expert, mutated illustration, Shamrock. I'm here. I wish it was. Unfortunately, the local theater, for some unimaginable reason, does not showcase the Sound of Freedom movie. The one that's over an hour drive away. That theater under the same title is the one that's showcasing it. I'm sorry to sound lazy. I'm imperfect. The tickets are already paid for. If anybody wants to go see it, I mentioned earlier in a live that one of my exes, that's a complete liberal fangirl, was taking a total poo on it. Let me see if I'm looking at it right now. She was just making the argument. I don't want to put my money towards such a thing, and it's somehow a movie that shines a light on child trafficking equals giving money to Trump. I don't believe it. I actually started to wonder and think to myself, uh, I was gonna open up with something different than just this review, but here I am. The mic is on, the camera's on. I'm gonna say my piece. Before I decided to reconcile and rent a $20 movie from the comfort of my own home, I sometimes listen to what my family listens to, which is mainstream media 24/7. I can't ever wrap it around my brain that they love to hear the mainstream media's chase and witch hunt for Trump. I even took the time and I asked my father, man to man. I was like, how can you listen to, like, they're going for the third indictment attempt after Trump right now. The third. Okay. I mentioned, you know, how much tax dollars are okay to be spent. I said we've already been through the witch hunt of the Russian collusion, which has been completely debunked, disproved. If I would have opened up on StreamYards, I showed you a clip, and this will be a clip that's guaranteed to be shown when I come on live again. I'm somebody who is writing for a smaller internet piece, but there's nothing really small on the internet. Everything can be spread and shown, heard, seen. That's the beauty of it. I explained to him what the right stream media is versus the left mainstream bias and why the right stream is taking over. Oh, by the way, some weak ass chode. If you guys want some entertainment, go ahead and check my last community post about calling out people that say I'm gonna get my attorney and I'm gonna yell at people for going to other people's channels. Some fool named Cush McGee or whatever yelled at Seafells for coming here and guesting. That's hilarious. If you want to see that, I then pinned the comment and asked if there was some sort of ritual that was necessary. Was there blood rites or sacrifices for him to exit the community and come here and speak freely? Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but just know whenever I hit that button, there's something I want to share that is valuable. So, with that being said, I'm going to segue right back to the movie that I just watched. Now, there's still maybe 10 minutes left to the ending, okay? YouTube has a big issue with my titling, and let me show you evidence. Okay, I'm going to open up my YouTube analytics. All right, I'm going to read my own titles. Here we go. Okay, so my first one, it's great to see that YouTube does their blockage of the stamp, the yellow stamp, which means the algorithm and revenue, blah blah blah. Don't give a shit. Before the Blackening review, restricted, and then my video immediately after that, because I saw that they restricted it, was YouTube is triggered, restricted. And then my third video is a quote from the movie itself. That's profiling, restricted. Evidence, since I'm offering it, let me click over. Let me show you guys that I'm talking the talk and not just making it up, okay? You see all the yellow, it's backwards. It acts like a mirror. Ooh, weird, like mirror effect. Yeah, so apparently, I don't know, man. I just wanted to do a regular, I did dispute each and every claim, everything about the movie, which is it because you see yellow, yellow, yellow? What is it really? Like, I'm mixed raced. I look right. Right. I'm sorry. I look white, but I'll say I look correct. Why would YouTube go ahead and restrict the audience of views because I'm watching a movie that is maybe mostly directed at a different demographic? I don't know. In YouTube's attempt at fairness, I think I just found a chink in the armor. Oh, YouTube, cancel me. And you can just see how frail they are. So it was Stephen A. I want to say, I was thinking, I want to thank you for your energy that you come here every time. And Tennessee Ridge Runner 2, you as well. Steven, Ridge Runner, Mutated, Trisha, Graffiti, all of you, Queen, you already know. Okay, I'm so thankful for you guys. And the words will just fail me, but just know I keep going for this. I rented a $20 trash movie so I could do this, and I took some recordings. Don't YouTube strike me, okay? I could not figure out how to just send it to my drive for some reason. But there's some golden opportunities, and I'm going to do my very, very best to show you footage. And yeah, please hit like. We are fighting an active algorithm that's against anything that's against the status quo. Thank you, Stephen A. Smash the like button, share the video, tell your friends, whatever the case. Let's be a grassroots kind of movement. And I hope that doesn't sound too like I have too much pride, but I'm proud of everything that has to do with this, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. So check this out. All right, I'm gonna put the volume up. It's one of the few brief scenes that I recorded. I hope you can hear it well. I hope you can. You're not gonna be able to see it well, but here we go. Okay, here we go. I hope this works out. People who want to kill us. The opening line. I have to because I. All right, hold on. Sorry, son of a bitch. The opening line is, think of how many white people want to kill us. And now the scene begins. Think, what white people want to kill us, to a black group of friends. People who want to kill us. Potentially all of them. I mean, a white guy said he wanted to kill me yesterday. Who? I don't know. He's just some stranger on Twitter. He was mad at me because I said that the O'Reilly Auto Parts theme song was more culturally relevant than the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, you're not wrong. Hold on. O'Reilly's. Ow! What is this song? All right then. All right. So now, while hilarious, in that very fleeting moment, they in one fell swoop just said, like directors, writers, everybody involved in the project, the commercial for O'Reilly Auto Parts is more culturally relevant than what our Pledge of Allegiance to that. Okay, I know it's meant to be comedy. I'm an ally of comedy. I don't believe in too soon because of my brother Josh. Comedy is levity, but to go ahead and say like some stupid commercial is more relevant than the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, I you know what? I don't care if me being a patriot is in question anywhere on the world of YouTube or the internet. That shit was wild. That shit was out of order. For laughs, for giggles, whatever the case, that was an embarrassment. All right, but don't worry. I mean, there's better scenes, and I hope this one proves to be just that. I'll remember in real time. Yeah, see, look, it is catchy, all right, O'Reilly. But would you go as far as saying, yeah, catchy and better than our Pledge of Allegiance for our country? I don't know. I might be reading too deep into it at this very moment. I really haven't had the time. I haven't even watched the complete ending. I just know enough. And basically, spoiler alert, the Urkel guy gets it. Actually, there's a very introspective kind of motive. So here, let me play this clip and see what we get from this, guys. Ready? Here we go. Hey, I said here we go. Oh, okay. It's going. Oh, this is when they vote who the blackest one is in the group to die. Where's my volume? Don't you hack me, FBI. I'm watching. Okay, we're gonna back it up. Hold on, real time. That's okay. There it is. No. Nope. That's the final. Hold on. That is the final explanation. So maybe I didn't get the audio for this. This is definitely. Here we go. Okay, my apologies. Here we go. One more time. People who want to kill us. No, white people who want to kill us. They're accusing this man of being the blackest because he showed up to a party he wasn't invited to. This wrote itself. Okay, I'm just speaking it. I was invited by Morgan. How? 60 seconds. Morgan sent me an invite. Guys, I can prove I'm not the blackest. Prove it. Check this out. I've never seen Friday. The fuck? I thought black Twitter was a type of seasoning. I like Jimmy Fallon without the roots. And wrong. Beyonce's Super Bowl performance made me unsafe. Same. I voted for Trump. There it is. There it is. Voted for Trump. Twice. The outrage that is showcased. It's a hilarious scene. So the outrage that showcased in that very scene, to me, damn it, there's some closed caption nonsense. Give me a moment because I want to explain what I interpreted annoys me. So tell me if that's not a way of, you know what what people like to say whenever they feel that there is some sort of a supremacy, white supremacy, elite supremacy, 1% supremacy, deep state supremacy from a minority base. They call it dog whistling. What would you call a scene like that goes ahead and has a character attacked because of how he voted? And that somehow was supposed to gander a bunch of laughs and be taken none too seriously. I think that was actually a bit more of serious content delivered facetiously because Hollywood is good like that. Okay, they want to sell the point that it's okay to to attack anybody that is anti-Trump, doesn't like Trump. Just like sadly, my family, they're not African American, okay, or anybody that within the bounds of my circles. I have noticed every time they get attacked for wanting to support Trump, all of the nonsense that's thrown in their way, regardless of it having no merit, regardless of it spending a lot of our money in impacting our economy or the ethics, morality. But okay, what kind of message is it sending to, black audiences? I do not. Let me put this correctly. I happen to know individuals that are black that voted for Trump and are happy to do so again. Now, What kind of message does that send to them, their families, who they raise, their friends around them? Is that a default, like, oh, like now I know it's extra okay because look at how socially acceptable it was to attack a man that admitted he voted for him twice in a movie that was meant to celebrate Juneteenth, Black America, and how far they have come. And I celebrate all of these victories. I am not a bigot because I am talking about this, but it's a correlation that is made easily by the lazy, by the intellectually lazy. Now I want to play the famous near last scene where the one of the killers, who happens to be, big spoiler, okay? If you don't want a spoiler to this movie, The Blackening, I ask you to leave the chat now. I'll give you 4 seconds. Go ahead, click X, hit the minimize, hit, mute, whatever, and leave. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had your chance. Now let's hear the man who is found out to be a part of this collusion, if you will.
A mistake that you all couldn't let go. You turned it into some ultimatum about how black I was. And you laughed at me. You attacked me about my blackness. And then you ruined my life. Everyone gives shit over spades. It's not like someone revoked your
He
life.
lost a game of spades as a kid.
Exactly what you said. Your exact words, I remember. You said, yeah, nigga, your black eyes revolt. That's what you said. You know, that tracks. You know, I was really honored to be your friend. You know, until you said what you said. Then I became embarrassed, rejected. And you know what I did? I drank for the first time ever that night. And I drove away to escape the ridicule.
So, I'm going to cut short the big giveaway here, but apparently the motive of the main enemy, or bad guy or killer, is that his own community made him feel ostracized. So he has chosen to lash out at the so-called friends he had that he identified with because they were all black. This movie, I'll give this much. It's not like woke trash. It's subversive a little bit, and clearly it's trying to tell a message. I just don't know it yet. So we'll see what happens till the end. Now, I fully reserve that ending, and when I see it, I'm very eager to see what I will personally feel, and I will relay. And I'm very, more than anything, interested in what you all will have to say after I share my interpretation. Sorry, my interpretation is not the end all be all. I need to share what it is I see and run it through and just see what is a consensus here. But to me, it's nothing more than a comedy. It's got its moments of violence, and it's certainly got its moments of comedy at the expense of. But it's able to laugh at itself at some points, which I'm grateful for. I will not say this is like the wokest thing I've seen in my days. I've seen far worse, but the innuendos that I've seen in between, I will ultimately save until I watch that last 10 minutes, and it better be a powerful, pungent 10 minutes, and then my final review, if I can fit it into a 60-second clip, it shall be done. Let me say, I always feel terrible doing this, saying this, feeling this way. I see at least 17. Please feel free, if you feel it's been earned, if I'm worthy of such, to hit the thumbs up button. Help me battle, personally, help us battle the algorithm. I have no doubt in my mind that YouTube is actively not defeating. It is pushing back at things that they do not want spoken aloud. There's a huge YouTube channel with over 5 million subscribers called Meet Crayon. I'd recommend all of you to see it. They're very critical of Hollywood and things that are trending, of the current culture and generations. Meet Crayon. You'll get a big old laugh, a gut laugh. They went as far as keeping their huge audience and making it clear that they were going to stay on YouTube and go Patreon. I don't think I have it in me to do that. I'm looking forward to Josh and I being in studio again. I promised Josh when that studio is built, I want to be in studio. I miss the magic. I miss the phone calls. I miss the guests. I miss currently a lot of things about the magic of having a show. And if I could just, pay the way for everybody I see here to just come into a session and have a conversation, trust me, I would. But right now, what I have to focus on is people that are willing to, that knowingly have an opinion that differentiates from mine, that are willing to speak their cause. And I have to make it clear who those people are, not the channels that don't like me because their friends are coming here and speaking freely. I have no time for how small that is. And if you think you fit in that box, then I apologize you feel that way. I hope you find something that leads you to believe you're living your best life. And to any individual who continues to, and this is a final warning, text me to give me some sort of a friendly bullshit warning that you want to talk to me when we don't talk, and you just want to be like, yeah, man, I just want to check on you, make sure you're good, give me a call. You better do it from a place of sincerity, because I'm done with the fakery. And if I get one more little message or email or text or fake account, I don't care. I'm going to take to the microphone. This is my greatest tool, and I'm proud of this tool, and I will continue to speak the truth no matter the inconvenience it happens to bring. I got everything on the table and nothing to lose, everything to gain. There is nothing I haven't already spoken about that I've been through. So I would just ask anybody to caution a risk that they think they want to take. And that's as much time as I'm willing to get into this very, very silly nonsense. What I do truly hope to see in the very near future are people that have an obvious disagreement with my stance on current events, politics, morals, ethics, everything in between. Let's have a valuable conversation. I'm happy to announce, by the way, and very sad to say at the same time, Seafowls did a fantastic job coming here and being a guest, having a grand old show. Not a problem. Nothing happened that warranted us going like, man, did that really happen? But guess what? He's had 2 to 3 people message him being like, dude, you didn't tell us in advance that you were going to go on Progressive Patriots channel. You didn't tell us in advance. So what, are you his guardian? Are you his parental guardians? I don't understand. Did you adopt him? Is Seafowls officially adopted? Does he know? Does he know that you consider yourself to be his guardian? Like, what's going on here? Are there blood rights? Are there sacrifices? Is there a cult involved? I think Seafowls and I have decided to talk about cults in one of our next lives. I think it would be very insightful and educational for other people that think building a community is an innocent thing on YouTube. And while it can be and is right here when we celebrate independent thinkers, always take a good look at your own reflection before you go throwing stones at other places, because you live in the greatest and finest glass house ever. And that you can be any you. Okay. Yeah, in advance, Steven. In advance. Apparently, he should have told about 3 different individuals, one of which has a channel, 2 of which don't, one of which is nothing more than a mouthpiece that just says yes, yes, boss, to the other. And I'm so over playing these games. Like, if there's any interest in keeping things private, stop coming around here. Go ahead, guys. Check my last community post. There's about 15 comments. I pinned Seafell's comment, and then you'll see one of the YouTube police talking on behalf of somebody else. It's very sad, and I hope there's some ownership and or conversation done so that we can all just live free and express ourselves in the same manner. But I didn't come here. White Dragon's good to see you, brother. Hey, yo, hey, angry conservative. You've become one of my favorite names to speak out loud. Ironically, Stephen A. I have to keep reading. I'm sorry. We used to razz him about the mic. Yeah. This mic. Look, this is my candy colored microphone. It's the glowing dildo from the Shire. All right. The movie. What is it called? Well, damn it! It's not Rings of Power. That's Amazon Prime. Lord of the Rings called, and they want their mic back. Okay. They said they put all the rings inside, and I have to break it open, and then I can defeat Sauron. But I decided I'm keeping the rings right here, the cock rings. Did I say that out loud? Oh snap! I have to tell YouTube this is adults only. So this is also a test, by the way. I want to see if YouTube is going to attempt to block this from the algorithm and demonetize, as it's done to my 3 prior shorts. Richard Pryor. Anyway, yeah, thank you. See, Shamrock, who will not be silenced, who has been silenced, going on 3 times, but YouTube fails because ultimately the human spirit will win. She's here, and I know that battle, the fervent passion to be heard, is in us all, which is why any draconian rule of law that gets pushed along the House, the Senate, whatever the case, will ultimately or can ultimately fail because the power is within us if only we can recognize again that it's always been with us. So I guess this is kind of my um, review of the movie, The Blackening. It's funny. I don't think it's hugely offensive. I'm sure there's some people that might feel differently, but overall, I just think it's, LOL. LOL, and then out of 5, it's a 2. And that's all. Everybody, good night. I'm going to go from the top. AC, Stephen A, Mutated Illustrations, and I know Jeremy's around, so I say hello to him. Stephen A, you get 2 shout outs. Queen Survivor, White Dragon, Graffiti Removal Expert. I know you to be the guy before the BCF or something. That whole world, you know what? If you're ever willing to get up on panel again, you need to tell me what's going on in that neck of the woods because it's just wild to me. I'm so grateful on the outside looking in. Queen Survivor, Guardian Angel. There's Keep the Peels, by God. Actions not not scraptions. Actions not to scratch. Shit talking mushrooms. Actions not distractions. See, I can speak good English when I want to. Actions, okay. Actions not distractions. That's 5 shout outs. You owe me a penny. And I think I got through everybody. Stephen A. Again, that's 3 shout outs. Good night, everyone. I'm going to watch the last 10 minutes, and I promise you, first thing in the morning, you will see a more calmed down and thought out. I hate talking about myself in like the third person. A more thought out, comprehensive explanation of what I've seen by the Progressive Patriot. AD, dude, AD does his own thing, and I got no love, no hate. I just honestly started. I was watching his channel for since you asked for a spell, and I'm like, what is this really about? And then I came upon a decision that he doesn't even know what he's about, but he does have a foot sternly placed on the ground, saying he has a line in the sand, and I respect that. But am I a fan? I really don't know. He was very quick to jump on me back in the day, and that's okay. I'm sure he'll win me over in time. But no beef is stirred, no stew is stirred. If you want beef, go ahead, go to your local Burger King, get a burger, go order a pork chop from Fridays or some shit. Is that a place? Fridays? All right. Good night, guys. I'm gone. I'm asleep. Country boy archaeology. You're new to me, and therefore I have to give you a whole damn shout out. And by that, I hope ya hit the thumbs up. Good night, fam. This has been fun, truly.